Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking theater.
My lords and ladies, geeks, geekerillas, geekulas, and geekeritas, I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. And tonight we have yet another film from the twisted and terrifying tradition of 1970s TV horror films. In past seasons here in the Nerve-Wrackin' Theater, we've shown Moon of the Wolf, How Awful About Alan, and Snow Beast. All prime examples from the era when some movies were made just for TV, and many of those were made just for the shock of it. And here comes another one. Tonight, from 1973, it's the ferocious female fright fest, Satan's School for Girls. Satan's School for Girls stars Pamela Franklin, an actor with quite a horror pedigree. From her first film role in 1961's The Innocents to one of my favorite chillers, The Legend of Hell House. Her co-star tonight is Kate Jackson, best known to most as Sabrina from classic TV's Charlie's Angels, but most remembered among horror fans as Daphne Collins from the great Gothic series Dark Shadows. It sounds like the first class in our killer curriculum has begun. Here is Satan's School for Girls.
collect call, please. Collect to Elizabeth Sayers, Los Angeles. KL58937. Thank you. Martha Sayers. Oh, please hurry. Please. She has to be there. She told me she'd be there. She has to. She told me she'd be here.
You a sister?
Yes.
She just went to the store. Asked me to give you a key. It's your sister, Miss Sayers. She's gone crazy in there. Screamed and locked the door. I tried all the doors and windows. They're all locked.
Excuse me, please. Martha? It's me, Elizabeth. Open the door, please. Can you break it in?
Ooh, this is like one of those games where you see a cartoon of a crime scene and try to figure out what happened. Okay, let's see. She went into the house, ran around and closed all the curtains, took her jacket off, saw something and started screaming. Then she's found hanging from the ceiling. Well, no mystery there. She obviously was very warm. It was a sunny day. So she closed the curtains to cool the house down and took her jacket off. Then she turned, saw a spider, and jumped so high she rammed her head through the acoustic ceiling and got stuck. Ha ha! Death by acute arachnophobia. Elementary, my dear Watson. Ha ha! Let's see what other mysteries our film Satan's School for Girls has to offer after these messages.
That it could happen in America. That it could happen now. That it could ever happen to me. Another murder tonight. At Watergate. My apartment.
Issue the order that he be taken alive.
The moon hasn't risen yet. Put a guard on me.
Oh, take it easy, Dracula. What do you think I'm carrying here, my dirty laundry?
Where a man-eating, talking plant gives homicide something to think about.
I didn't do it.
Do what?
Whatever.
Ever see this man?
Man, see picture.
Why are you so nervous? Oh, boy, you kiss good, Audrey.
Oh, I guess I just have a good kisser.
Now you will do as I say.
Yes, master.
You will go out and find me some food.
Yes, master.
What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Too bony.
Too bony? Nobody ever told me that before.
Beef is better than veal.
Ah, you're such a dodo. What do you call this? Chopped liver?
We now return to Satan's School for Girls as Elizabeth tries to unravel the mystery of her sister's death. I still say she saw a spider. Makes me jump every time. See?
But you can't really argue with the coroner's report, Miss Sayers.
Lieutenant, my sister did not commit suicide. She had no reason to kill herself. She was happier than she's been in years.
But no one could have gotten into the house. The doors and the windows were all locked from the inside.
She did not commit suicide. Why would she catch a plane from Massachusetts, hire a car at the airport, and drive all the way to my house to kill herself?
Well, there's no rationale to suicide, Miss Sayers. I understand how upset you are,
No,
but if
you
could
don't understand anything. If she was going to kill herself, there were worse times, like when our parents died or when we were separated by different schools, hundreds of miles apart, but not now.
But you did admit that she was a melancholy girl.
That she was lonely.
Well, you hardly saw her during the past few years.
Then ask her friends at school.
We did.
Did you try her ex-roommate, Lucy Dembrow?
Do you really think she would make that much difference?
Yes, she was her roommate for 2 years. She knows Martha.
Okay, Miss Sayers. We went to Miss Lucy Dembrow in Massachusetts, and to some of the other classmates at the academy, and the headmistress. No one could give us any further information.
I can't accept that.
There just isn't enough evidence for us to pursue it any further. I'm sorry. But the case is closed.
Not for me, it isn't.
I couldn't fly into the funeral. I mean, there was no warning, none. I told the police when they called it. Everything was fine. I mean, just great. Martha was busy and working. So was I. If you don't like the sherry, I can run up some vodka.
No, please don't worry about it. I don't drink much.
I just grabbed this little place right after graduation. I sure hope my guardian sings for the loot.
Lucy, did Martha keep a diary or anything like that?
Oh, you know her better than that. No memories for her. Life was now.
Well, something was going very wrong. It had to be.
Nothing I knew of. Sure you wouldn't like some vodka?
No, thank you. She wasn't upset or anxious or anything?
Oh, anxious maybe. About our graduation and you and her getting your own place and finally being together.
Nothing else?
Like what?
Something at the school maybe. It has to be something there.
No.
It had to be something that happened at the academy. I would know if there was anything else.
No, I'm telling you no.
I'm going there.
Well, you won't find out anything. Nothing. Nothing.
I've got to try.
You won't tell anyone you saw me? Or that you talked to me? Promise me? Do you understand? And no one? I'm sorry. Martha's dead and everything. Please forgive me.
Yes, of course.
Roberta Lockhart. We're the welcoming committee from your class. Now, the Dragon Lady had us memorize a short welcoming speech. I'm afraid it'll make you throw up.
I'm Elizabeth Morgan.
We know. We've been expecting you. This is Debbie Jones.
Hi.
And that's Jody Keller.
Hi. Jody, why don't you get the bag?
Okay.
The Dragon Lady wanted us to show you around. To see that you were fed, housed, settled, made to feel like one of us within 15 minutes of your arrival. How are we doing? I fit at home already.
That's good. The Dragon Lady said... Does the lady have another name? Headmistress. She is a bad painter, a worse sculptress, and a lousy musician. She's a perfect headmistress for an Academy of Fine Arts.
Those who can do, those who can't teach.
But this place has a marvelous reputation.
Hey, listen, a lot of the professors are super, really super.
Jody's got a crush on the head of the Fine Arts Department.
We all do. It's a school hobby.
Uh-huh, if you like that sort of thing. Pouligny, Montrachet, 69.
She does not speak French. She just reads labels very well.
To our new friend. Take a big swallow, because you're going to need it for the Dragon Lady.
Cheers.
We here at Salem Academy feel that girls of good breeding are more easily groomed into young ladies of culture and refinement. We do have our traditions here. But then I suppose, like most traditions, they're meant to be broken.
Not all of them.
Oh, good. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. I don't know, it seems to me that so many young people today, especially in the arts, tend to have little regard for traditional techniques, the classic forms.
Picasso was a realist painter before he was an impressionist.
It's a lovely reference, my dear. Now, this academy has its own tradition. Under different names, it has been here, in this very place, for over 300 years. Well, Elizabeth, I realize that you must be very tired after your long trip, but since you enrolled after the quarter began, I think it would be wise for you to start your classes today.
Thank you for accepting me.
Only because you qualify. Now, I want you to have one of these. Since we're some distance from the main power lines, we often have quite erratic and exasperating electrical failures. It's nothing to be frightened of. You just keep that in your room. Usually the blackouts last only a short time. Now, here's your curriculum, and this is your list of classes for today.
Professor Clampett, Graphic and Fine Arts, Professor Delacroix, Behavioral Psychology.
Yes, I think you'll find them very interesting. Both of them very interesting. Good luck, Elizabeth. I hope you'll find Salem Academy as rewarding as I did when I was a student here.
Thank you.
Mrs. Williams speaking. Yes. Yes, the new girl just arrived.
So, if illusion and reality are different, they're also very much the same. What we think we see is as real as what we actually see. Example, optical illusion. How many see the squares coming out from the canvas, projecting out? Hands. Right. How many see the opposite, the boxes going into the canvas? Okay.
And how many of you see all the bad omens that Elizabeth has missed? Like everyone trying to get her drunk.
If you don't like the sherry, I can run up some vodka.
No, please don't worry about it. I don't drink much.
Sure you wouldn't like some vodka?
Take a big swallow, because you're going to need it for the Dragon Lady.
Cheers.
Or the vodka pusher's paranoia.
You won't tell anyone you saw me? Or that you talked to me? Promise me? Do you understand? And no one?
Or those mysterious red lines that started dancing around when she got to the school. Were they just editing marks on the film? You decide. But yes, they were just editing marks on the film.
From Haiti, land of the voodoo, comes the most infamous cult of all. Bela Lugosi as Murder Legendre.
I see death.
Master of the undead damned. The sinister power behind the white zombie.
Zombies? Yes. They are my servants.
This soul killer takes men from their graves to be his slaves. His instruments of terror, and now this fiend plots to possess a woman.
Only a pinpoint, Monsieur Beaumont, in a glass of wine, you know. Or perhaps a flower. Keep it, monsieur. Keep it. You may change your mind.
Not dead? Are you mad? I saw her die. The doctor signed the certificate. I saw them bury her.
Captive in the borderland between life and death. Her brain drained of the life spark. The white zombie obeys the unholy commands of her demon master. As mindless creatures carry out his cursed will, terror explodes in horror and heartquake.
Zombie! Allez, allez!
Never eyes so evil, never powers so potent, never magic so black. Bela Dracula Lugosi as the master of the white zombie.
Now back to Satan's School for Girls, as the teacher is explaining that we can't always believe what we see. I should point out that the teacher is being played by actor Roy Finnis, who starred in the short-lived but entertaining 60s sci-fi TV series The Invaders, and in this same year, 1973, he starred in the classic TV horror film The Norliss Tapes. Now, everybody got that? Okay?
Okay. Now what I'm going to do, on signal, I'll clap my hands, you'll blink your eyes, and then stare right into the drawing. And those of you who see the reverse of the image you just saw, raise your hands. All right, ready? Blink. Okay, now stare at that canvas. Hands?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Everybody but our new classmate, who was obviously concentrating.
Sorry, I guess I wasn't concentrating.
No, I think you were concentrating on something and therefore locked into your mind the very first image you saw. You have to let your mind hang loose.
But I did blink my eyes.
But not your mind.
You can blink your mind?
The artist has to be free to see things in different ways, to dare to see things unlike anyone has ever seen them before. Now let's look at some of our own masterpieces. We have Roberta's landscape, which is still rather obvious, but I'm sure she'll see more as she develops. And Debbie's gloomy view. I hope she brightens things up a bit when she goes back to work, or when she finds a new boyfriend. right. Just remember, everything is illusion and reality. Except for the grade you get at the end of the term. Until then, condemn nothing. Embrace everything. And hang loose. Okay? See you tonight.
Hey, this is over. Come on. Excuse me a minute. Debbie, I liked your painting.
You're the only one who does.
The girl in it, she's very pretty. Is she a student here?
Was. Martha Sayers. She's dead now.
Were you very close?
Not really. I just thought that she...
What?
Fitted into that room. You ready for round 2?
Yeah, what's our next class?
Rats.
You'll see that the eating cycle of the rodents will become more intense. They'll work harder and fight harder to get food that sometimes will be where they expect it and sometimes it will not. We'll teach them that the food is always behind the red door. And when they have that well learned, we'll take the food away and put it behind the white door. And when they learn that, we'll switch again and again and again. To what end? Roberta.
To frustrate it, drive it crazy.
Why would I want to do that? Debbie.
I don't know.
Of course not. I might as well ask the rodents as ask you. Elizabeth, what's the purpose of this experiment?
To make them passive,
And why would we want to do that?
so that they're not able to fight back again.
Exactly. To show that a mind can be broken to any level by manipulation and locked on that level. To make it believe what we want. To act as we wish. Dismissed.
Now then, when you step on its tail, it squeaks. But then when you step on its head, it doesn't squeak. Can you tell me to point at that tail? On the other hand, don't forget to close the white door when you...
Still very hot. The doctor should be here soon.
Debbie, we should have told the headmistress to notify her family.
No, we can't.
Why not?
Doesn't have any parents. She's only got a guardian. He's somewhere in Europe. Hi. Debbie, the doctor will be here soon.
Well, what for?
I don't need a doctor.
Have you had this before?
Had what?
Don't you remember coming out of the psych class and suddenly screaming?
Like you were in some terrible pain.
I don't feel any pain. Hey, what time is it? 6:30. I want to go wash my face. I don't want to be late for Dr. Clampett's wine party. I'm going to get some more. But you can't just dismiss it. We saw it happen.
I'm not
not just dismissing it. I just hate to feed something like this on such flimsy evidence.
Look, we're not asking you to judge Professor Delacroix. Just talk to him about his class. About why he's so hard on Debbie. Then you draw your own conclusions.
And what if I draw none?
Then we'll have to drop it.
Unless what?
Unless something else happens.
Well, let's just wait and see if something else happens. If it ever does. Where's Jody? She promised to come.
She's still doing office duty for the Dragon.
You needn't watch the clock, my dear. I'll let you know when your time is up.
Yes, ma'am.
How is Debbie?
She's fine now.
Jody, have you been aware of any unusual conduct in your teachers or your classmates? I mean, other than Debbie's outburst.
No, ma'am.
If that's the doctor. If that's the doctor, tell him I still want him to come over.
Salem Academy. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. It's the Boston Police. Lucy Deborah committed suicide.
It's two of us.
Debbie, are you awake? Were you asleep?
No.
I couldn't sleep. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
I didn't know her, but that girl's suicide really shook me up.
Lucy? Lucy was nice. She was really nice.
At the party, you said that makes two of us.
Martha Sayers. She committed suicide, too.
Isn't that the girl in your painting? What do you think made them do it?
I don't know. It's like there were rats in Delacroix's maze. Maybe we all are.
2 million years in these subterranean caves, a creature of superhuman evil was entombed in a wall of ice, waiting to be free, waiting to live again. Travel with us on a journey into a world where nightmare becomes reality.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Travel with us, if you dare, on the Horror Express.
We'll search the train and find it, whatever it is, and destroy it. But if it's alive... I want this kept quiet. I don't want to panic the passengers.
The malignant power of this creature is indestructible, transferring its force from mind to mind, from body to body.
Beast is not dead. I put 4 bullets into him. You think evil can be killed with bullets? Satan lives.
The animal that you shot was only the host. It's alive in someone on this train.
You saw his eyes. One look at them and you're dead.
Anything that moves near that door, kill it!
Run. Run for your life. Hide, but you can't escape. No one can stop the fury and the terror of the Horror Express.
By no earthly law, possessing weird and enormous powers, these strange teenagers from outer space invade the Earth and prepare to possess its women. Nothing can stop their deadly advance. Earthmen are no match for their superhuman powers. They blast the flesh off humans. A moment before, she was a beautiful young girl. Now, she's a skeleton.
Now back to Satan's School for Girls, as Elizabeth continues her attempt to shed some light on her sister's death.
I wish those lights would come on again.
I meant what I said about your painting. I really do like it. But that Martha girl seems scared to death in it.
I paint what I feel.
What is she so scared of?
I don't know.
Was it that room? Something in it, maybe? Where is that room, Debbie? It's so strange. It's so cold and dark. It looks like a dungeon.
It's like it was a memory. It's like it was a room I saw a long, long time ago.
Do you know where?
Here. I'm almost sure, I am sure it was right here in this building.
Well, I'd better let you get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Night.
Night. It's Elizabeth. Debbie! It's Elizabeth, please. What's the matter? The room in your painting, I found it. No. No! No, I ain't been to that room. It's identical. I have never seen a room like that, never. What are you so afraid of? I'm not afraid. Tell me, please. Nothing. I didn't have anything to do with it. With what? Nothing. Now get out of my room. What's going on? I told her that I'd found the room in her painting. It's in the cellar of this building. So? Well, she's terrified of something in the painting.
Or something she thinks is in that painting. Look, Elizabeth, she's a very emotional girl. You saw that. And there's some creepy legend about a bunch of people who were killed in a cellar around here a long time ago.
How was it supposed to have happened?
Well, they say during the Salem witch trials there were 8 young women who were accused of witchcraft and hung in one of the cellars.
Yeah, but look, all these old houses have cellars. It could have been any one of them. I'm going to bed.
It's a good idea for all of us.
Roberta, there was someone in that room tonight. I saw him.
For God's sake, don't tell Debbie.
Yeah, but look, all these old houses have cellars. It could have been any one of them.
That's right. All old houses have cellars. And 8 young witches could have been hung in any of them. Why, at one time, hanging witches in your cellar wasn't looked at as an atrocity or a precursor to a horrible curse. It was actually a status symbol. Why, you couldn't look your neighbors in the face if you didn't have at least one witch hung in your cellar. Oh, how things have changed. This has been your educational moment for today.
Okay, banga banga.
Since when do you talk a native language?
I just started today.
Well, what do you say?
What do you say? I don't even know what I said.
I need you, oh, my do I, baby? Of course I do. Duke Mitchell and Sammy Petrillo turn an island paradise into the zaniest madhouse in the 7 seas. Charlita puts a gleam in Duke Mitchell's eyes. Your smile only added life to your masquerade. Muriel Landers puts the whammy on Sammy.
Sammy! Run for your life! Go on, get out of here. Run for your life.
Ramona, the romantic chimp, takes off on a romantic chase of her own.
Strange, but interesting.
Really think so? What a charming compliment.
Bella Lugosi finds the perfect subject to turn a gorilla into a goof, and versa versa.
Look, what are you trying to tell me? I don't understand a word. What am I, dumb or something? Don't answer that. Now look, Duke Mitchell, I'm running this game, you understand? And don't talk back. Yeah, now put it on, because we gotta get out that door.
Now back to Satan's School for Girls, as Professor Mouse Torturer teaches the girls a very valuable lesson.
Some rodents break under the pressure sooner, others later, but without exception, all are driven to various forms of disorientation, a kind of random, wild action that humans might call psychotic behavior. Now, the subjects are in abject terror. Let's examine what they're afraid of. Roberta.
Well, it looks like they're more mad than scared to me.
It's their terror that motivates their anger. The same is true of human beings. We're all apt to react more strongly to terror than any other emotion. To react violently, even to kill out of terror. But don't let this experiment fool you. Humans don't show their terror as do rodents, running and screeching. Sometimes terror can break down all the fibers of resistance so that a complete passivity takes over. And human reaction, though passive, is most dangerous in this state of terror. Elizabeth, what have you gotten out of this experiment so far?
Well, I'm not really sure. Do you want us to recognize the terror element or the motivation to violence?
Jody.
Beats me. I'm more lost than the rodents are.
I wonder if Debbie is taking this experiment as lightly as you do. We'll continue tomorrow.
Boy, is he weird. Yeah, and he's weirder every day, too. Somebody really ought to talk to the dragon lady about him. See you later. Yeah. I wonder what he meant about Debbie. Beats me.
Roberta? I think it was Professor Delacroix that I saw in the cellar last night.
What makes you think it was him?
That basement, the wine cellar, that room. It's all like his rat maze.
Maybe we better look at it again. We could go down there tonight after everybody's gone to sleep.
What if I'm wrong?
That's not what scares me. What if you're right?
ready? You ever been down here before? Once. We looked for props to use in the play. It's back here. I never saw a door like that before. That's how they made them, hundreds of years ago.
What's the meaning of this after hours? You know the rule.
Debbie's dead.
What?
We found her body in the cellar.
But how?
We don't know. It looks like she committed suicide.
Oh. Oh, dear God. I'll have to call the sheriff. Hello, this is Mrs. Williams, the headmistress at Salem Academy. We need you right away. Please hurry. Yes. Thank you. They'll locate the sheriff as quickly as possible.
What do we do about Debbie?
I'll ask Dr. Clamper to lock the cellar door and wait for the sheriff. And I want you to promise me to say nothing to the rest of the girls until after the sheriff arrives. I don't want to panic in the middle of the night.
Yes, ma'am. Poor Debbie. And Lucy Dambrow and that Sayers girl? Oh, come on, Roberta. You can't believe they all committed suicide. Well, it would be one hell of a coincidence. It sure would. 3 girls from the same school? No, they were murdered. Or at least driven to do what they did. You mean like the rats in the maze? I'd bet my life on it. What do you know about Delacroix? Not much. But his personnel file reports are in those cabinets. The Dragon Lady keeps them on everybody. Let's take a look. Come on. Fella. Wait a minute. It's gone. All right. Now let's look for Lucy Denbrow's and Martha Sayers.
What for?
Just a hunch. No file on Martha Sayers.
Yeah, Lucy Denbrow's is gone, too. Maybe she took them out after they died.
Let's look for Debbie Jones.
It's gone.
But the headmistress didn't know she was dead until just now.
She wouldn't take them out of here just to hide them someplace else. That doesn't make any sense. She probably doesn't even know they're gone.
Let's check out Delacroix's lab.
Shouldn't we wait for the sheriff?
It might be too late.
Okay. I'll tell you one thing. I'm checking out of here first thing in the morning. I know what's the matter.
I've just thought of another one of your great coincidences. Something all three girls had in common.
What?
They all of them had no one to help them. All their parents are dead.
Elizabeth, so were mine, but you don't see me killing myself over it. Come on.
I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I've never seen anything like it in my life.
An inhabitant of a far distant galaxy crash lands his spaceship on Earth, only to be pursued by a band of thrill-seeking rednecks. But soon, the hunters become the hunted.
What we're going to be hunting out there, some kind of creature.
I saw my father take the spaceman's gun, and there's no telling what he'll do. Michael, we've got to get those things back to the spaceman.
Galaxy Invader. He's no E.T.
As science probes ceaselessly toward new frontiers, man's abilities approach the incredible. Today, human beings can be frozen alive. What unknown dangers await man as he probes for the truth of deep freezing? Will it mean suspended animation or death?
No. It's too much of a risk.
Too much of a risk? There is no risk. We've been saying there's no risk.
I know, but it's different when you're faced with it. I mean, we could be wrong. Will the human heart stand it? And what about brain damage from oxygen starvation?
-1 standard pressure.
-1 standard pressure.
Thermomodulator cut 50.
Thermomodulator cut 50.
As you know, I'll answer that, Helen. At the moment, Dr. Overton is in the next room in a glass case surrounded by solidified gas at about -40 degrees centigrade. His life processes are suspended.
Alive?
Alive. Contacts scorching. Contacts scorching.
You were right. Roberta, look. You're all dead.
They were slaughtered. They were slaughtered. I know why you came here, and I know who sent you. It won't stop me. It won't silence me. It killed them the way it wants to kill me.
Who killed them?
It wasn't a person. You know it wasn't a person. Not me. I won't give in, not ever!
What the devil's going on?
Thank God it's you.
Delacroix was in his lab. He's killed all his animals.
He's gone crazy. He thinks somebody's after him.
Where is he now?
He ran toward the woods.
I'll try to stop.
No, he's got a gun. Wait for the police. They're on their way.
Mrs. Williams told me. I took care of Debbie. Now, look, if they see him with a gun, they might shoot him. Maybe you'll listen to me. You two wait here and don't scare the other girls. Wait right here.
You know, when I first saw Professor Crazy Pants with his How to Make Mice Psychotic lecture, I thought to myself, now there's a man no one would ever want to touch with a 10-foot pole. I guess I was wrong. Oh, and I should point out that the role of Jody there is credited to Cheryl Stoppelmoor. She would go on to change her name and replace Farrah Fawcett Majors in the popular TV series Charlie's Angels as Cheryl Ladd. Co-starring with the star of tonight's film, Kate Jackson. We'll be right back.
Dance, baby, dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding string. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy.
What do you make of this? Where does the other end go? It dumps into the ocean.
It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff.
I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death. The Beach Girls and the Monster, starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed Whiskey A Go-Go nightclub. Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
Chicks, do you have a problem? You won't have after you meet the monster on the beach. If you see this ghoul, play it cool. Beauties in bikinis, laughing, singing, surfing, sinning. Beach party lovers making hey hey in the moonlight while the monster waits and watches. Yeah. This one will kill you.
I'm worried about Dr. Clancy.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
He's something else. I've never met anybody like him.
You never will. For all of us in school, and especially those of us without parents, he's fulfilled a very special need.
We can't just stay here and do nothing.
We're doing exactly what he told us to do. I always do that.
Sounds to me like you're in love.
Maybe. Very special kind of love. See, when I first came to the academy, I was really lost. He gave me confidence in myself. He gave me a belief in my own ability. I was thinking of the word power.
Power? To do what?
Not that kind of power. Power to live. Power to never feel vulnerable again. Never feel like your life is right on the edge of being wiped out, and if it were, nobody would care. Nobody would give a damn.
He gave you all that?
And more. He can't help you if you fight him. He can't help you if you resist him.
Who wants to fight him? Right now, I could use all the help I can get.
Well, I guess it was easier for you. You had parents and a family.
No, all I had was a sister. She's gone now. My real name is Sayers. Martha Sayers was my sister. You see, I never really believed that she committed suicide. That's why I came here.
When she was here, Dr. Clampett tried to help her. She wouldn't listen to him.
You know, I think we're getting very close to finding out what really happened to her. And Lucy. And Debbie.
I hope so, Elizabeth. I really do.
I couldn't find him. He got away.
The police?
I don't know what's keeping them, but he could come back here looking for you two.
Maybe he always knew that Elizabeth was Martha Sayers' sister.
I'm sorry. I should have told you before. I just didn't know who to trust.
I understand. I don't want you here or in your rooms. It's the first place he'd look. Up to my classroom. Lock the doors, draw the blinds, and don't let anyone in.
Oh, no. I'll get the lamp.
It would be best to clear the girls out of here for the night.
Why? What are you going to do?
Just clear the school.
No. No, I won't let you do any more. I don't know why I've let you do what you've done. But it's over now. It's all over. Oh, please. Please. Don't make me do any more. Please.
Jessica.
Yes, Dr. Cranford.
You'll do as you're told.
Yes, Dr. Cranford.
You'll tell them and the rest of the staff it's because of the power failure.
Yes.
You'll tell them that the power company has notified us that it can't be restored and it would be dangerous. I want everybody out.
Yes, whatever you say.
It won't be long now. It's almost over.
The bus is full, ladies. Try the minibus. Go to your room.
Keep moving.
Professor? Why can't we take our own cars?
Dragon Lady's orders. Doesn't want any of you pure in heart going out and making clandestine rendezvous. Don't you dare tell that battle axe I called her a Dragon Lady.
Oh, it's our secret forever.
Yes, forever.
Oh, by the way, Professor Jenkins said to tell you according to the register there's still 8 girls here.
Tell him I'll transport them along with the headmistress. All right?
All right, Rhodey.
What's that? Sounds like some cars.
The police.
Hey, they'll come in. Dr. Clement said to stay here.
I'm not waiting.
Elizabeth, wait! Elizabeth!
She told me to wait for her. She's going to punish me. I know she is. But she's wrong. It's a lie. Somebody told her a lie about me. I wasn't in that room. I would never go down there.
What's wrong with her? I don't know.
Did you tell her? I bet you were the ones who told her I went down to that room.
Forget her. Get the police.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't use that phone. Miss Abigail doesn't let anybody use that phone.
Operator? Operator, I can't get anybody.
The phones must be out, too.
Everybody's gone. I saw them leave.
What are you talking about?
All the buses, they were headed toward town. But I think we're the only ones here.
You better get out of this office. Miss Abigail will give you demerits if she catches you here.
Where's your car?
The keys are gone. Somebody took them. Look, we could walk to the highway and hitch a ride into town.
No, that's a long way in the dark.
It's better than staying here with her.
Yeah, and whoever killed Professor Delacroix. I wish we had a gun or something.
Did she keep one?
Let's find out.
What are you doing? Miss Abigail will throw you out of school. She'll be back any minute.
Wait a minute, there's one in the basement. When I was down there looking for props, there was one in the steel cabinet in the basement.
Are you sure?
Yeah, one of the maintenance men kept it there, I think. A gun and a couple of rifles.
No, you can't go down there. No, you can't go down there. That's why I'm in trouble. Miss Abigail doesn't let anybody go down there.
Okay, what do you say? Is it the highway or do we try for the gun?
Let's get the gun.
No, please don't go down there. She'll think I sent you. Please don't go down there. Please.
Listen, you just stay here. And we'll tell her you didn't have anything to do with it, okay?
Okay. You tell her I was never in that room.
Don't tell her any damn thing you please. You just stay put.
Okay. But he'll find out. Miss Abigail will tell him. She always tells him everything.
From ancient Genesis to the modern screen, is the name written in blood, Ega!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost has the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, Archibald Jr.
Oh, they scream in this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl. Noah. And Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. Then lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Ega's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Ega talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. See Ega.
Now, on to the conclusion of Satan's School for Girls, where it appears the Dragon Lady has gone totally gaga. Dr. Clampett is not the nice guy he seemed to be, and our two heroines are about to rush into the forbidden basement in search of weapons. Let's see how things turn out, and then, afterwards, something else.
On the wall. There's a key taped to the top of it. I got it. The rifles are gone.
The revolver?
I don't know. I'll look.
It's empty.
Hold it.
You know how to use that thing?
Yeah, I was brought up on a farm. My father had these around all the time. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait, it could be one of the girls. We've got to see.
Okay. Walk to one side in case I have to use this thing.
Waited for you, Elizabeth. Look around you. 8 of my girls died here. 8, all unwanted, like you, like all of them. I have waited too long. Now I have found 8 to take their place. And like them, abandoned once again.
It's no coincidence that we don't have families, Elizabeth. He wanted it that way. It has to be that way.
Jody, Roberta, who do you think he is?
We know. Malleus Maleficarum, the hammer of witches. Some call him Satan.
I welcome what man rejects. I beckon what man despises. I forgive what man will not.
Well, you don't believe that he's Satan. None of you can really believe that.
They believe what they must. Tonight they will sacrifice their mortal souls. Willingly. Here where it started. And they will return with me.
You're crazy. Listen to me. I don't know what kind of a hold he has on you, but he's killed Delacroix and Debbie.
We know, Elizabeth.
Come with me willingly. Your sister would not, nor Lucy Dembrow.
Don't listen to him. Look, there are 8 of us against his 1. You've got to get out of here before it's too late. For God's sake!
For his sake or mine? They've already made that choice. Come.
No!
We shall meet when I have the 8th.
Richard, I forgot to water these plants today. You won't tell Miss Abigail, will you?
I won't tell Miss Abigail anything. Now, come on, we have to get out of here. Give me that.
What are you doing?
Come on, get out. Come on! Oh, up here! I want to see! Come on!
People told us about the power danger. Looks like we're a little late. Everybody out?
No, not everyone.
Where's the headmistress? She'll have to notify their families.
They didn't have any.
Where's Dr. Carpet?
Where he belongs.
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your cranial cavity search. Yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for all you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: Cheryl Ladd, as I said, is best known for her role in Charlie's Angels. But years before the show premiered, she was a voice on a very popular 1970s Saturday morning cartoon. Which cartoon did Cheryl Ladd do voice work for? A. The Super Friends. B. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? C. The Pink Panther, or D. Josie and the Pussycats? Which Saturday morning cartoon did Cheryl Ladd do voice work on? We'll find out after we work our way through these commercials. And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question. Which 1970 Saturday morning cartoon did Cheryl Ladd lend her voice to? It was D. Josie and the Pussycats. Ha ha! Yes, Josie and the Pussycats, the 70s cartoon series about a traveling girl band and their various adventures. Cheryl Ladd was the singing voice of the drummer, Melody. Melody's speaking voice was supplied by character actor Jackie Joseph, whom horror fans will recognize as Audrey Fulgard, Seymour Krelboyne's love interest in the classic 1960 The Little Shop of Horrors. And now, because the film was a bit short, we have a bit more fiendish business for you. Here's a tremulous trailers tribute to those devilish movies. It's Lord Blood-Rah's tremulous trailers.
From the depths of hell comes The Devil's Messenger, starring the master of mystery Lon Chaney and Karen Cannon.
If you give my message, you'd have to go back. Up there.
No, I can't. I won't go back.
You'll deliver that to a Mr. Donald Powell. Don't be afraid of me.
The Devil's Messenger delivers gifts from hell, turning man into a ravaging beast.
I took a picture of that old farmhouse. There's nobody in the picture. You saw it. Was there anybody in it?
No, there wasn't.
Somebody has come out of that house, and they're coming toward me.
Back from the dead, his lovely victim seeks revenge for her horrible death at the hands of a man driven mad by a gift from hell. Trapped in her icy tomb until the Devil's Messenger exposed her nakedness in her crystal prison.
Now let's get down to it.
She becomes the object of a scientist's lust. His consuming desire for her drives him to commit murder to keep her for himself. Not since Eve received the apple have gifts inflicted such unnatural consequences.
Tonight at midnight, you will be dead.
Just how do you intend to kill me?
I have no idea. I don't even know you.
Crystal ball foreshadows doom, for it is the plaything of the devil, and only he can change the events it foresees. You must see what the Devil's Messenger has in store for you.
Didn't die from natural causes. In fact, he may have been murdered. Murdered?
A town terrorized by an unknown killer, and the killer hunt is on. Is it the village belle, or her sweetheart? Is it the beloved doctor, or the town drunk? Could it be the accommodating waitress, or the stranger?
What's your secret? Found us at the county one? Sure. Well, I'm really the devil.
But whoever the stranger is, he's raising the devil in town. And the devil's partner is busy, too.
It's me!
A blood-marked trail will take you into shocking terror. Half man, half beast. He sold his soul to the devil.
When an animal attacks a human, there's bound to be a lot of noise.
But I, as a scientist, take many things into consideration a layman might overlook.
Ever smelled anything like this before? Found it in Don Morton's bathroom.
Well, yes. That's the same stuff that's been on every one of the Devil Bat's victims.
All four of the murdered people had this lotion on them when the devil bat struck.
Layton, I'm afraid all these murders have affected your mind.
Now, my plan is to sit in the garden, and when the killer makes one of those power dives, I'll blast him.
Tonight you have work to do. It's time you were on your way.
So at the end of the film, the school is burned down and the devil disappeared. He didn't seem too upset at his temporary defeat either. Well, the devil always plays the long game. He may be back soon. Or maybe he went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal. Who knows? Anyway, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.